Yeah, this is off again. Oh, okay. Okay, this is good. All right. Did it. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, it's a lot more. It's a lot better. Oh. All right, we did it. Okay, I just wanted to go over, I would say, my final iterations of this build for season 4. Now that we killed Uber on hardcore with 2 different variations. Well, same build, but 2 different gearing setups. So as your progression, if you're like first progressing, you would not go with the Marina setup, because the Marina setup requires you to get a helm, a usable helm that you can get tier 8 marrow shards on, right? And that's usually not very easy to get early on in your progression. So what I recommend is, if you're playing this build and you're first progressing, you just want to go with a snowblind. You go snowblind, and you're going to have marrow shards as cold. Okay. In that case, you're scaling. You're usually scaling spell damage, so spell cold damage and spell necrotic on the Trader's Tongue. But as far as, again, gear acquisition goes, when you're progressing, the variation with the boneless wand as the primordial, the snowblinds as the helm is a lot easier to get, and it's a lot lower LPL, right? So the snowblinds you can get fairly easy. I'm sure you guys seen it as you're leveling. You could just keep using it, and once you turn marrow shards to cold, you get all the benefits of the snowblind. So you're immune to blind and chill. You got more armor against blinded enemies and more armor against chill enemies. It should double dip, I'm pretty sure. So get up to like what, 40% more armor. It's pretty insane, right? And then once you kill what's his face, Argentus, you can get the Throne Ambition, and you can also get more armor and more cold damage from Throne. And it's fairly easy to get as well, right? And then you could just corrupt it and try to get bees. I think bees is probably the best option here. And then if you want, I mean, eventually you can farm for Marinas and look for a helm that's usable, because getting a usable helm in Slime tier 8 is not very easy. So it took me a while to even get this, and just dropped pretty much like this, and I just turned it into tier 8. Yeah, so this is a usable helm. I wouldn't say it's great by any means, but yeah. As far as the gearing, like my experience for farming this season for this build, I think the hardest thing to gear for was to farm for was actually getting a good like a 2 LP or 3 LP cycle. Like I farmed a lot of rings and it just, yeah, it's really like not imprinting, going to the tower, go Nemesis, and you know, getting a 2 LP out of the Nemesis was really bad time for me. So I got really lucky with the 3 LP like really early on. So I mean, I guess I just fail on RNG, right? I don't know. The Mantle is easy to get, right? Nihilus, you just farm regular Abbey over and over again until you get it. Mage Blood, same thing. You can do prophecies for gloves, and it's a fairly common drop. And then you farm Emperor for the heart, right? So you can kill Uber with the Snowblind and Bone Wisp setup. The damage is probably like 20, maybe like 30% less than the Marinas and the tier 8 Mirror Shard setup. But again, it all depends on like, I mean, you could possibly get really good slams on the wand, you know, and a better Trader's Tongue or something, and your damage will still be good. But overall, it'll be less damage than the Marinas setup because the Marinas have just so much more flat spell necrotic, and if you do that, then you're pretty much turning everything to flat spell necrotic. You're scaling that, right? So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about this. I do want to leave one more comment. You probably, like, for quality of life, right, and for bossing, you probably don't want to just go all in on dead weight because of the projectile range. It reduces the AoE of the Splinter Nova, and that can kill you if you're not careful. Because if you're, that's how I died on my first Uber attempt on my second hardcore character. Because I didn't position properly and I was a little bit too far from Uber. I didn't realize that, and by the time I realized that, I was killing myself with Marrow Shards already. And then yeah, and then rip, you know, rip Bozo. Yeah, I think that's it. If any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I think I'm pretty much done. We killed Uber with 2 variations, 2 setups. We got to 1k corruption in hardcore, and I think yeah, that's pretty much wraps it up for me for season 4 for this for the Lich. I guess I'll see you guys in season 5. But if you have any questions about the build, feel free to leave a comment below. And thanks for watching. See ya. All right, game. Give me the double tier 7 with cold threads. Okay. This is all I ask you for this whole season. That's it. Okay. Please. Please. Fucking minion health, dude. Oh my god. Alright, we're slamming this. All skills. This game, dude. Oh my god.